Hey guys, it's Courtney
and Lex,
and we are back with another episode of The Pleasure Is All Yours.
Yeah.
If you've been rocking with us for now 13 episodes, then you already know that we come on this pod every Wednesday to talk about sexuality, queerness in the Black community. We just want to provide a space where people that look like us and like the same kind of people that we do can talk and express themselves openly. And we're just glad that you're here to do that with us today.
Yeah.
Today's going to be a fun episode. We'll be talking about the love languages.
Oh, yeah.
So if you've ever had a Twitter account between 2012 and 2022, then you've probably heard a bunch of people talking about love languages that aren't fucking actually the love languages.
Yeah.
So now you can learn the actual 5 love languages and maybe figure out which one
suits you best.
Yeah.
Like, which one are you for real? Not this, like...
What did you say earlier? Oh man, when they buy me Cheez-Its, that's my love language.
My love language is when they buy me Cheez-Its. And I know, like, buying is, like, gift giving. I know that, like, falls into it. But y'all say it in a way that's, like... I don't know. That's not what it is.
I mean, I guess if you want to break it down, I guess it could be. But it's just, like...
It's everything a love. I like it when you send me songs. That's my love language. What?
I like it.
That wasn't one of the 5. That I didn't think that was one of them.
Okay, but hold on, because I like it when you send me songs. That's my love language. Okay, yeah. So what? To me, you send me songs. That's probably like what? Not gifts. It's not gifts.
Yeah, because the artist gave you that, not your part. You're part of when they wrote this song for you.
I don't know. Let's break that down later. Actually, let's talk about them. Okay.
Because that is my only like. That is what I mean when people are like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's my love. And I'm like, that's not what a love language is.
So when I knew we were doing this episode, I was having dinner with my family or whatever, and so I was like, let me just ask them what they think their love languages are. And I kind of already knew my mom's because we have the same ones. But my dad was like, you know what my love language is? Respect. And I like it when you listen. You know, you have to listen sometimes. And I'm like, none of these are love languages that you're saying. These aren't. So he's really on that same boat. Maybe I'm missing something, and I'm just not sure about all the other 200 love languages.
Yeah, maybe there's more than just 5.
Yeah, but we'll be talking about the 5 that are accredited and written in books and all that stuff today. But first, if you listen to us, 60% of the time we have a fun fact at the beginning of the episode.
At this point, it's about 60%. Yeah.
Listen. I don't want to give anybody half-assed fun facts, really. And lately, the facts I've been finding aren't fucking fun, which is why I said life isn't always fun. Yeah. So sometimes your ass isn't going to get a fun fact. And this is one of those weeks, y'all.
Yeah.
The fun fact is...
George Bush doesn't care about Black people.
That's a fun fact. It's a known fact.
Yeah.
So, I'm cool with it. Are y'all cool with it? I'm cool with it. Thanks, Lex.
Yeah, anytime. I'm just here to help and provide in whatever way I can.
Perfect. I love to hear it.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
My week was good. My week was good for the most part. Me and my partner were supposed to move in together, and I'm just glad that we didn't do like some of our other like lesbian community members and go along with it just because we want to be around each other all the time. Yeah. Like we both really love each other but we both also realize that we have our own shit to be processing through, and like processing through that and always being in each other's face at the same time just isn't like, for us, it just isn't very like positive on our relationship. And so we've been like taking some extra space to get like our shit together. And it's just been really nice. I didn't realize how much, like, it's not like my partner gives me anxiety. It's more of like all the things that were happening all at once was giving me a lot of anxiety. So I wasn't able to like really enjoy and like relax. And so like these past like couple weeks, it's just been really nice to be able to like feel like I can breathe. Like I'm not waiting for some kind of impending doom to happen. So that's been really nice. And my birthday is in like 2 weeks now.
Like we are officially in countdown season. Yeah.
Well, once the episode airs on Wednesday, it'll be less than a week then.
Yeah. So exciting. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very like, I don't know, lackluster, I guess, but only because like, I don't know. I feel like I don't really care about birthdays. Like I care about other people's birthdays. Because, like, I'm so glad you're alive. And I'm not saying I'm not glad I'm alive, most of the time. But, like, I don't know. We never really celebrated my birthday in my house. So, like, we would go out to dinner, but that was, like, pretty much it. So, I don't really see the big deal. Okay. Well, but it is a nice excuse to be able to do what I want to.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Yeah, that's probably like my favorite part. And I do what I want to most of the time of the year anyway, but
now it's like no judgment.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, no one can really tell me no to what I want to do, and I just really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's going to be a great birthday for you. I'm looking forward to celebrating you these next few weeks, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like October is just always a fun time, and anything that happens in October is just, I'm always like, oh, it's for Alexa's birthday.
I feel like we actually I feel like a lot of the last few Octobers, I feel like we've done a lot of stuff during the month.
Yeah.
And I feel like even now we've done a lot of stuff so far.
The weather's nice. There's always fall things happening, so it just makes sense. I feel like everybody's, intro into fall is always fun. You went to the fair this week, right? Yeah,
my partner took me to the fair, the Texas State Fair. Like, it was really nice. I didn't like big Tex, and if we have Dallas natives listening and you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. That man creeped me out. He creeped me out, and then his mouth started moving. I literally was like, he's scaring me and my niggas right now. Like,
he's scaring the hoes.
He's scaring the hoes. I don't like it. And now I'm paranoid. And I know it's like not realistic, but I guess I've seen too many movies. But now I'm paranoid this nigga's about to start walking around the fucking fair, man.
No, because originally I didn't think he did all that before he caught on fire, and then they rebuilt him a few years ago.
Oh my god.
So like they keep making these small improvements.
Oh
dude.
no.
So who's to say that in 5 years this man won't be able to walk across maybe he'll be able to go to the wheel, like the Ferris wheel, and like
I'm gonna start a conspiracy theory that they have the launch codes and there's a missile in his fucking dick.
That's very believable. Like, you don't have to do any convincing for me. I'm already on board, bitch. Who do we convince next? Well, that sounds like fun. I went to the state fair last year and I had a good time. I just ate a lot of food.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
I rode 1 or 2 of the rides, and it's like they're not even scary. They're just scary because they like feel so unstable. It's like, you mean to tell me a 17-year-old boy put this together this morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
In like 30 minutes? Like, what?
Got it. But it was fun. I had fun. You take the train there, so it's easier.
Yeah.
And blah, blah,
how was your week, Courtney?
Dude, lately I've been having like brain fog? There you go. Brain fog. Like, I don't really remember much, to be honest with you.
Hey, you want to know something that I found out that might like...
Don't tell me it's because I smoke weed.
No, why would I tell you that? No, I was going to say I saw this TikTok. And it was like, did you know that suppressing emotions causes memory loss? And I just want to tell you that because I feel like, I have to, this is just me reminding you to feel your shit. And it's okay.
Damn. That's kind of deep. I guess I have some things to process.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you avoiding?
Probably.
Yeah.
I spend most of my life doing that.
That's why I can't remember shit.
But realistically though, like I do kind of try to look back at like my week, or like even last night. And I know we were like drinking kind of last night, but I was fine. There's just things I don't really remember, dude. It's weird. It's like, and then when I do remember it, I don't trust myself that I remember it correctly, because your mind just fills with whatever it wants to fill it with. Like,
yeah,
I feel like I'm in a constant state of like not trusting my own brain.
Yeah.
And like how the epitome of like Scorpio is that? Like,
yeah.
So I'm hiding from my own brain. Like my brain doesn't even trust myself. Like, what? I hate that. But yeah, I mean, it's been like I don't know. It's been a week. I've just been working so much, you know, and I hate that for me, but gotta make that cash until you bitches are paying me for this ass, which my books are open. Can you get this taken down? I'm not soliciting anything. Please don't message me. Okay.
We're soliciting performances and bookings for said podcast. And
you want to hear us talk?
Yeah.
At your
office event, your family Christmas dinner.
Perfect.
We got you. Yeah.
Easter Sunday.
Bar mitzvahs.
Ooh.
Quinceañeras.
We do it
all, baby.
Yes. Well, yeah. I don't remember my week, so I don't have much to say about my week, okay?
That's okay, though.
I mean, yeah, it'll have to do. But, like I said, today we'll be talking about the love languages. So I'm really excited to get on this topic because you bitches need to be educated. Okay?
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Hi, Meow Meow.
Hey, girl. I'm not a cat person, you guys. This is every episode that we do over here. Oh, thank you, girl.
But Meow Meow is specifically a lap cat. And she is very like, sometimes you can't really tell how she's feeling. But Bean's just a sweet, sweet baby. So, and he's always very consistent in how he's feeling and the mood he's in. And right now, he's just laying in the sun, taking a little Bean nap.
Yeah, I do enjoy Bean. Maybe I'll post a little clip. I actually had an interview with him before Lex popped into the studio today. So,
like I don't live here.
Tune into that.
It'll be an extra. You should just put it in at the end.
Okay, that's a smart idea.
Yeah.
So, Lex, today we'll be talking about love languages. Do you know what love languages are?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to tell you anyway, okay?
Okay, I'm always here. I'm sure you'll tell me some things I don't know.
Yes. Okay, so love languages is the way that people express love and want to receive love. Obviously, we all have a wide range of ways that we show and express love. But splitting them into these 5 overall categories can kind of help with focusing your relationship and like improving communication around like expectations on love in your relationship. So that's why we're kind of breaking these down. Yeah. So there's 5 overall. The first one being physical touch. I'm kind of just going to go through them. I'm going to try to give examples for each. If you have any more, obviously, I can.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so yeah, the first one being physical touch. And hugs, kisses, cuddles, sex. It can mean a lot of things. It could just mean like hand holding when you're going out, putting your arm around each other, just like your body on their body. Would just be the best way to describe that. So in order to feel truly fulfilled, people that have physical touch as their primary love language just need to be touched throughout the day or at the end of the day whenever you guys are together, or else they're going to feel unloved. No matter how many times you say that you love them, they want that love to be expressed this way. Yeah. So when your partner skips these steps, like I said, it leaves the other person feeling unwanted. Do you have any examples of feeling like rejection in that department? Do you feel like physical touch is one of your love languages?
I definitely think like I rank mine. I definitely think like physical touch is probably like number 2 for me. A lot of my partners have compared me to a cat because I do like to be pet on. I like to just like, even if we're just sitting, to just have like a hand or like, just something like connected somehow that makes me feel closer to that person. Not having that, like, I guess it's not like a big deal, but I definitely be a little sad about it. Like, can we like skin to skin a little in some way? Like I feel like it's a big thing for me. So
and this applies with friends and everything.
Like literally everyone.
For your partners.
Literally everyone. I just like, I don't know, I even like in passing to my friends, like just putting my head on their shoulder, rubbing their back or something like that. Yeah. Like maybe holding their hand or something. Might give them like a forehead kiss on the way passing, you know, something, I don't know. Yeah. Just like that is also a way I show affection to people. So yes. I love to receive it that way as well. Okay.
Yeah. So that's both. So I don't know if like people have different love languages for how they want to express their love and how they want to receive it.
I know I do.
Okay.
My number one way to show people I love them is to do things for them. Like any kind of act of service. What is it that I can take care of for you to make whatever you're doing a little easier? Like that is like my whole thing. I just want to make it easier. So what can I do to do that for you?
Okay. So like, let's go through them all. That way we can at least know what they are. And then I guess we'll do that. So the next one is gifts.
Yes.
That one's a fun one.
Yes.
So that one's like presents, surprises,
yes,
thoughtfulness, etc. I say that it's less about the cost of the gift and more about the thought that was behind the gift.
The action of it.
Yeah, the action of the gift. Like that you thought about me in this moment and now you're presenting me with this item that maybe, I guess, reminded you of me and that you thought I should have it.
Yeah.
If you like to express love using gifts, this could be party planning, DIY projects, sharing, memorabilia, etc. Like, so like if you're one of those, like, my mom is like this. She likes to make picture collages and then give them to everybody, like randomly. It. So like she gave me a beautiful collage of our dog that passed away like 5 years ago now. But it's so cute, and I have it in my room, and it's just all these pictures of me and him, and like she has little collages around. So that's just one of her love languages. She just likes to give them. That's to me an example of memorabilia. The sharing, I like this one because if you have a friend that smokes you out every time, their love language might be gifts.
Yeah.
I have a friend like that. I do not bring weed when I hang out with him, ever. It's just not a concern. He's always got one rolled up.
Ready.
Yeah, ready
Sometimes
to go. Sometimes
too.
Individuals.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't matter. He just wants you to come over and smoke. So I feel like his love language might be...
And drink some Diet Coke.
Yeah, it might be gifts. Yes, and drink some Diet Coke. Because he gives me the Diet Cokes too.
Yeah.
So, you know, it can just be sharing. It could be wanting to, like when I take you out to dinner or like, you know, you want to like, I don't know, go to Six Flags with your bestie and you just buy them the ticket. I don't know. It can be something so simple.
It just makes you think that now I see why you were surprised when I said gifts wasn't high on my list. Yeah. Because I am a care package. Hey, I saw this. I bought this for you. Literally just got it.
She's always like, oh, by the way, I got this thing for you. Yeah. And I'm just really excited to give it to you. But then when you get it, it's usually like a cluster of things. Like I don't usually, like if I am, like I just like the mug. If I am giving you just like one thing, it's because I know that you'll probably use it sooner than later. I forgot the mug. I need to bring that on home. That was such a cute mug. It says, I'm frond of you.
And it has a frond on it. The plant, a frond. And it's like a big fat cup. It's
very deep. I love it. I'm so excited.
Courtney likes to drink tea.
Yes. All kinds of warm drinks.
Mm-hmm. I like to get useful things. Yeah. If I am getting gifts for people, they're usually like useful.
You are like a really good gift giver.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is words of affirmation. Mm-hmm. That's compliments. I wrote love songs, notes, poems, reassurance, and PDA, meaning posting like on socials or like, you know, when you're out with your friends and your partner's with you, you know, like just making sure maybe everybody knows how much you love them, like saying something about your partner. It's like little small things like that that can be considered words of affirmation. Like, oh yeah, Lex makes the best spaghetti. Like we just had it last night. So good. I love it. It's the best. You guys have to try it. Like even small things like that. It makes your partner feel like, oh yeah, I do. That's how you feel about me.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love being affirmed.
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways that I think you can express words of affirmation. I'm sorry, I'm reading my outline as usual. Yeah, but like just reminders about how much you care for them and like how you value them, what you mean to them.
Yeah.
So if you like that, maybe words of affirmation is your love language. If you like to hear I love you, if you like to hear how well you're doing or how pretty you look or how good you feel and those kinds of things, then words of affirmation might be for you. The next one is quality time. So that's date night, TV binges, trying new things together, dancing, just any kind of attention. Like where attention is directed at you for a period of time, and that is the intention of the social hang. It's like to experience each other.
Yeah.
Intimate time conversing together without distractions is really important to people that have quality time as a love language. So put the phones away. Like if you're going to invite them to a pottery class or you're going to invite them to watch Game of Thrones, maybe put your phone down and, you know, light a J.
Be present.
Be present. Yeah. Even if it's something where you are not talking to each other, just the act of existing together is really important for people with quality time.
Yeah. And
remember that everybody has multiple. You could have primary love languages. They can change. And I'm sure they change probably depending on who you're in a relationship with too. And
who the person is.
Yeah, who the person is. The type of person. And the last one is acts of service. So that's running errands, doing chores that are not already your responsibility. So if you are dating me and you are a man, or if you are a man in my motherfucking presence, taking out the trash is not an act of service. It is your duty as a nigga. It is your duty in my home. Take out my motherfucking trash. That's not acts of service, baby.
It's the expectation just in general.
That is my baseline.
Yeah.
And
it starts there.
I will die on that hill. Yeah. Anyway. So it's just making your life easier. That's what I think acts of service is. It's easing everyday stress. And that ends up freeing time up and freeing up mental space in your partner's mind that they can spend loving on you. Yeah. And, you know, experiencing life with you. But yeah, that's the 5 love languages. So we have, just to go over everything, physical touch, gifts, words of affirmation, quality time, and acts of service.
Yes. What do you feel like your main one is?
So definitely how I like to express my love is probably acts of service. And I think that's how I like to receive love the most too, for sure. Yeah. And that's probably why I express love like that. Yeah. And I think acts of service is a hard one for people to understand or want to understand. I think it's hard for people to want to understand. I feel like I get a lot of pushback when I say that my love language is acts of service.
But I also think it's because a lot of people have a hard time doing things that are not for themselves. I think that is the main thing. Yeah. Because I love doing shit for people. Like, as soon as, like, hey, could you do this thing? I'm like, absolutely. I am on it this very second. I will get it done as soon as I can. And if I cannot get it done, I will absolutely let you know. And I'm still going to check back in to see if you still need that thing done, if I do get the time to do it. Like, I don't know. Consistency.
Yeah. Lex is very consistent. I think we've said this on the pod as well. But one thing you always do, and that is definitely like creme de la creme for me, acts of service. Whenever she spends the night at my house, when we get up, and like I might be like flittering around because usually I have work, or I'm always running fucking somewhere. So like I'm always doing something. Lex makes up my bed. Every time she gets out of my bed, she makes up my bed. And it's like, that it really means so much. Like, it really does.
And I've learned exactly how you like your bed made up, so like, I could make it up.
Bitch, you get me. That it means so much. It's like the really small things.
I don't even make my own bed. I'm gonna like put that out there. I get out of my bed and I go on about my day, you know. But I know
that I like my bed made before I leave. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Yes. That's a beautiful example. And yeah, that makes me feel good. So I would definitely say that the way I like to receive love is acts of service. Yes. And that could just be like, you knowing my coffee order and you just bringing it to me in the morning without me having to ask, because you know I drink coffee every morning, or reloading my Starbucks card. I don't know. It's like the small things.
It's things like these things that are in the care packages. It's things like these things.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like whenever you're mentioning things, like how you're like, reload my Starbucks gift card or stuff like that. It's like, these are the things that I make note of for later for the box.
Okay, yes. The giant box. I love it. Every time it's a great box. You just keep loading shit in until it gets full.
Until it gets full, yeah. Color coordinated as well.
Wow, I love that. I definitely express love through acts of services. I think I do it when I'm in a relationship. I think I do it not in a healthy way. I think I do it in like, oh, I know they need to get this done and they're like not gonna do it themselves, let me do it. Or like, let me do it this way because I know it's a better way to do it than they'll probably do it.
Yeah.
Like it's not, I don't think it's healthy. And I'm really trying to work on that.
Yeah.
Because it's also like not the way my partners ever want to receive love from me.
Yeah.
And so it just doesn't ever add up right.
Yeah.
We'll
It's more like, I guess you might just get that from your mom as well. Because there is like a mothering thing that they do. Like, I know you're not going to do this, so I'm just going to do it for you. And I'm sure like if that is how your mom, okay, so then, yeah, so it makes sense that is how you do that for your partner, is because like, you know, that is how you received it from like the people around you.
But I don't want to be a mom, you know?
I know, I understand.
I gotta fix
nobody wants to date their mom.
And
I mean,
that's also a little bit on me too. It's like, it's a lot on these other people, but like it's on me to like set those boundaries. You also understand, I don't need to save people. My ex used to say that all the time. He's like, you do not have to save me, and I never did. Like, he was very responsible. It's just I always felt like I do, and I hate that. Yeah. Anyway, what is your love languages, Lex? I
feel like I give love in acts of service. That has always been my thing since I was a kid. Like, even when I think about it now, always I just enjoy doing things for people. I just really, really do. I don't know why. Giving heart. Yeah, it just makes me feel so good. And I like to receive love. I think like it's hard because like I like to receive it in so many ways. Like I really love to be affirmed, but I mostly like to be affirmed in like a work setting. Like if I'm in work, I want to hear I'm doing a good job when I'm at work. Like as often as you can possibly tell me, I want to know. But I think like for just maybe like quality time or physical touch, it has to be one of those, because I love spending time with my friends. I love spending time with my partner. I love just like sitting down and doing things, like even just like movie nights, you know. I love a good movie night. Like even just going to get dinner or something like that, just like hanging out. I just love that. It makes me feel so good. And I think that really comes from like growing up feeling so isolated. Yeah. And like, I didn't really have anyone to spend time with anyway. So I think that's why I'm like really, really, that's like my thing. I'm like, oh, you want to do stuff with me? Absolutely. Yes. Thank you for inviting. Thanks for considering. I love it. Even if I can't go, I just love just the thought. Yeah, I'm like, yes, please. I'm sending my love. I'm so sorry I can't go. Quality time I think is a really, not an easy one. I don't want to say easy, but it's just like a very relaxed thing. Because it just means so many things. Yeah. So it's just more about like not distracting yourself when you're trying to give somebody that kind of love. Yeah, it really is. I just be wanting to hang out. Even if we're just doing different shit, I just want to hang out. That's it. I just want to be in the energy fields that is yours. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I grew up as an only child, so I don't like quality time is important to me, but I'm pretty good. Like I'm very low maintenance when it comes to like having to have like all this physical contact with my friends, like talking to them on the phone or like seeing them in person. When I miss you, I'm gonna hit you up. It's just not gonna be like I don't know. Like I think having the friends I have now, that really like seems like the majority of my friends' love languages is definitely gonna be quality time. Yeah. That I have grown to like really appreciate being around my friends a lot, and so I can see like the changes in that. Like Carol, his quality time is his love language. He just wants to be around somebody all the time. So I see him like every day, and now I'm like, it's kind of nice. And like he's leaving soon, and I won't be able to do that, and I'm really sad because I'm like, where am I gonna spend this specific kind of quality time? Because he's very much so like, just be here, bitch. You could be working, you could be taking a nap, you can be. Just come and do those things next to me, and I'm going to roll a bunch of joints for you. Yeah. And we're going to smoke them all, and we can watch whatever you want to watch on the TV. But just be next to me. We don't even have to really fucking talk. Yeah. And it's great. I do love that. So, well, now that you guys know what the love languages are, I wanted to talk about some of the misconceptions about these love languages, because
Twitter discourse is real. TikTok discourse is real. And it seems like everybody always has a problem with something. It's always something. You know what I mean? So let's talk about that.
Okay.
When it comes to physical touch, what misconceptions have you heard about physical touch?
Like, I don't know. I've had someone say, like, I need to feel like I'm in your skin. That is, like, I need to feel like and I understand having that feeling for your partner, but, like, wanting to be in their skin all the time, that is an unhealthy attachment style. That is not your love language being physical touch. Like, it's just not. You should unpack that and then maybe reassess the way you should be loved, because, like, wanting to be in someone's skin and be, like, all in them, like, all the time is just, it just is not healthy.
Yeah, it's not a healthy foundation for a relationship.
Like, it's just not healthy at all.
You know that meme where it's the girl and she's, like, laying inside of the man's dick skin? It's like a cartoon. That's what I think of whenever I hear that.
Just want to hang out in your foreskin.
Which,
make a little house.
I kind of, sometimes I get, but it's not an all the time thing. And
that's what I said.
saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
like,
and every now and then I can totally understand. Like, sometimes when I'm cuddling, I'm like, I just feel like I can't get close enough to you. And that is, like, an issue. Like, I have a real issue with that in this moment. Like, why can't we be together as one? I can understand that feeling, but having that feeling all the time does not seem healthy at all. That just seems like that would drive a person crazy.
It's all about balance.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard that, like, people with physical touch as their love language only want sex. Like, sex can be really important. I think it is really important. My love language is not physical touch, but sex is important to me.
Yeah.
But it's not, there's so many other ways, like you're saying, to express physical touch. Yeah. It doesn't have to be sex. It can just be, like, just making your presence known to your partner. I just, like, just a little weight. I like to do this to, like, sometimes. And she probably doesn't like it.
No, I like it.
But that is how I show affection.
It's like, I'll literally just be on my phone and it's like this, and then it's like this. And I'm like, okay, this is fine.
I also do that to my dad sometimes. It's just like, hey, you're so bold. I just love it.
Thank you.
I
feel like usually when I'm sitting next to you, I'm either, like, leaning on you or I have, like, an arm or something on
just,
you.
Like, touching.
Yeah, and the same goes for, like, my partner and people that are close to me. Even, like, even one of my coworkers that I'm also really good friends with, like, even when we hang out, we usually are sitting pretty closely together. Like, you know, whenever I pass by them, I like to, like, ruffle their hair up or maybe because they have that big red crazy.
This isn't a black person?
No.
Okay.
No, but
I had to ask.
But you know how selective I am for the non-black individuals.
No,
I love
this
Pisces.
I didn't mean that in any kind of spicy way. I just was like, I know this person shouldn't be black because you're not messing up her hair.
Absolutely not. Yeah, no. Like, but I always, of course, ask. But yeah, I always like to ruffle their hair. I'll give them a kiss on the head on my way past. And as soon as they come in, before they clock in, before anything happens, we always put whatever we're doing, we put it down and we hug real tight and we'll, like, sway a little. And I'm like, friend, I missed you. And that's just so nice. I just love that.
That is so interesting. Yeah. And sweet. It's really sweet.
Beverly was like, I just feel like every time you guys see each other, you're gonna cry. That's literally what she said. And I was like, I mean, like, okay. And then
they see each other like 4 times a week.
Yeah.
At minimum.
Yeah. But both of us have that thing where it's like out of sight, out of mind. So it's like, if we're like, yes, like, I'm aware of your presence and, you know, I love you. I think you're fantastic. But it is also like, until I see you, I'm not like,
no, I get it. Yeah.
It's just like that, out of sight, out of mind. Both of us are that way. So when we see each other, it's like, oh my God. It's like, like, this is probably how dogs feel.
Yes.
This is probably how dogs feel.
Not y'all being a golden retriever.
Love it.
Okay, yeah. So that's physical touch. There's a lot of misconceptions about physical touch, but just understand that there's lots of ways that you can express physical touch. You just have to talk to your partner about what they enjoy the most, and sometimes that is sex. Yeah. And you kind of have to, like, decide if you're not your sex drive, but, like, you have the capacity to meet those expectations, and they have to understand that if you can't meet those expectations, they have to meet you halfway.
I do also realize that, like, while physical touch is a big part of like my love languages and receiving them. Sex is not like, I like sex and like I'm fascinated by it. Yes. And like how it makes you feel. Yes. In that way. But like when it comes to like, do I need to be having a bunch of fucking sex to feel fulfilled and happy with my life? No. Like I could literally like, masturbating is so fulfilling to me. Yeah. Like it's
very like low stress.
Yeah.
You know, you can just do it whenever.
It's so fulfilling to me. So I guess that is also why I'm not really like a big sex person as in the act. But when it comes to like, oh, this is an interesting thing. Like, yes, I would try this. Yes, I have tried this because I do freaky shit when I'm down to do some freaky shit. I will do it. No problem. But like, if it comes to like what's on my priority list, having sex is very, very low on that. And that is something that like my partner has had to come to realize. Like when I want to, yeah. And when any of my kinks are introduced into it, abso-fucking-lutely, I'm gonna be down. But if we're talking overall spectrum wise, if we had sex like just every now and then, I would also be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah. I just want to be near you.
Yeah. I like the intimacy that comes with sex. I like the feeling of feeling connected. I mean, and sex is fun. It's great. But yeah, it doesn't have to happen like every time we see each other to me. Sometimes it's nice when it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then
next time. Yeah.
It's like, because then you text them and you're like, damn, I wish I fucked you. Mm-hmm. I wish I fucked you when I saw you yesterday. I should have fucked you.
It's okay. Now I'll make you mental note for next time.
And then it's even better.
Yeah.
So gifts. Any misconceptions about gifts?
I need you to buy me 4 Pradas and a Ferrari, and that is the only way I'm gonna feel fulfilled. If you're getting me gifts, if it's not at least a bag, blah blah blah, if you're not dropping a bag on my blah blah blah, and bitch, do you have a bag? Do you have a bag?
Yeah, do you have a bag
to drop on anything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay then. If you also don't have a bag to drop on yourself to get these gifts that you so desperately need, then why is it that is what is expected from everyone else? Like, do you even give gifts to people like that? Do you even think about giving gifts to people? Like, I don't know. It's just, it's very materialistic. Gift giving is not materialistic. It's like that. Exactly. It's the thought behind it, the thoughtfulness, and y'all be real materialistic. Y'all been listening to Big Lotto way too fucking much.
Big Lotto.
Like, all in like City Girls and all the other girls that are like, and while I love those women, Big Lotto, you know, I'm 50-50, maybe 45-55, but like the girlies, I'm really, I love that they want to get their bag, but I also know that they can drop a bag on themselves. So.
And they also talk about that in the same song. If you just listen to the lyrics right after.
Yes.
So yeah, I agree. Another one is that niggas be thinking that every girl's love language is gifts. And that's maybe your girl's love language is gifts, but maybe she just wants you to motherfucking get her flowers sometimes. Maybe she just wants you to like think about her. Like literally just think about her while you're out. Like that.
Coming home with a Kit Kat when you know your girlfriend been talking about that she wanted a Kit Kat for a couple days, bro. Just little things. Oh, hey, I realized you needed some toy wipes for your toys. Hey, I bought these for you for your drawer. Boom, there you go. Like shit like that. It's little stuff. Like it doesn't really matter, you know. But listen, if I got a dime to drop on a bitch, I will.
In a heartbeat. I
will, no problem. But if it comes like priority, a lot of the gifts I'm gonna give are gonna be very thoughtful, very like, you
affordable.
Know, yeah.
But
you had a bad week. Here's some flowers.
Yeah.
You are hungry. You wanted some Thai food. Hey, I'm delivering Thai food to you.
That's how you love someone consistently in their love language. It's not, because obviously they're not expecting for you to buy them Prada bags every week.
Yeah.
But maybe this week you brought them lunch to their job.
Yeah.
Next week you restocked their makeup drawer with their makeup wipes because they were missing, and you went to Walmart. Like, it's really the small things.
Yeah.
Oh, low battery.
Is it your phone? Yeah.
Oh, it is my phone. Oh, it's okay. I was just hoping it was my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Words of affirmation, misconceptions.
I think love bombing and words of affirmation are two things that are commonly misconstrued.
Okay, explain.
Because like I feel like a person who, because I have been love bombed before.
What is that like? Can you explain what love bombing is?
So love bombing is like, say it's like 2 weeks into your relationship, you know, not even like relationship. Like you literally just met this person. And, you know, y'all are talking, everything's going good. You start going on dates, everything's good. A couple weeks later, this person is like, oh, wow, I just feel so strongly for you. I just feel like you're like everything I've been waiting for and like all this other stuff. They start saying things like that. Like, you know, I just have a really strong affection for you. I think, you know, I love you even. I've literally had someone say this to me like 2 or 3 weeks into knowing them. Like, I love you so much. And you're just everything I've been waiting for these past X amount of years, however many years they had been single. And that, receiving that, it's like, I know that there are some people that are flattered by that, where they're like, wow, you think I'm this amazing? Mm-hmm. Like, but for me, instant anxiety, like instant. I felt so like a mouse under a glass. Like that is what it felt like just someone staring at me. Mm-hmm. And like poking at the glass, talking to me. I don't know what the fuck is going on or how the fuck I got here. But like receiving that is insane. And one thing that they will do is constantly try to affirm you. Like, you're so pretty. You're so perfect. You're so perfect. I just think you're so perfect. I don't know. It's just things like that. Like it feels like
it. Assault.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Like, and they take that as like, they don't like you telling them that like, oh, this is a lot. This might be a little too much. They usually take that as you hurting their feelings. Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you that I can't handle what you're giving right now, that it's a lot. It's very soon.
Seems disingenuous.
It is a lot to handle. And that is one, like, I don't know. I feel like people will get into the words of affirmation to the point where they get to that point where they're just constantly telling you like, oh, you're perfect. Like, I like to tell my friends they look great. I like to tell my partner she looks great. It's not what I'm fucking saying to her all the goddamn time, though. Like, if she comes out looking fantastic, I'm gonna be like, wow. If she's, like, doing something, she, like, bends over, I'm like, whew, wow, fantastic. Shit. Yeah, like, shit like that, you know? But every now and then, even just being like, you're doing a good job. I have noticed how you've been working on your mental health, and you've been journaling, and I just think that that is so fantastic. I've noticed the difference. That is affirming to people. A good job.
And it's specific.
Yeah.
Know? Yes. Yeah. Beautiful tip. I'm not good at words of affirmation. I'm not.
I mean, not in like I can tell it's something.
Motherfucking episode, bro. Every episode.
Courtney, I just know that it's one. Bitch. I just know it's one you struggle with. I can. It's just one I know you struggle with. I'm not saying
you looked at the camera and was like, no, she's not.
I agree. I just agreed with you. She said it and I agreed.
It's not.
But you try. Like, try. And that is what counts.
But sometimes it's, like, even worse. I feel even worse when I try because it's, like, it's clear I'm just trying. It's just not, I don't know why I have that problem. But the thing is, y'all, I'm an artist, okay? So I put my feelings into songs. And I don't tell people that the songs are about them, but they can listen to it and they know. So that's how I express my words of affirmation or words of disdain for you. I'm just not good at communicating feelings very well because I feel like I feel things really hard. But then when I try to when the feelings go up to my brain is like, oh, no, shut that shit down. So then it's like filtering everything, and then it just does not come out right. Yeah. And it's really hard. And I feel like both of my last partners, their love language was very hardcore words of affirmation. Yeah. And I kept loving them through acts of service. And it was not, the math wasn't mathing. Constantly they would tell me, like, this is two people, so it's like clearly this is a me thing. They were like, do you love me? They would ask me questions like that, and it would infuriate me because I'm like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would I do all this shit if I didn't love you?
Why do you think it makes you feel that way though when they ask for that reassurance? Like, why do you think it?
Because I'm trying so hard to show you that I love you, but it's not the way that they need to receive it. So it's not working. Yeah. So I'm like throwing darts at a brick wall, expecting them to stick, and it's not sticking. So I need to change my process, and I'm really trying to work through why it's just difficult for me to share my feelings. But again, having friends like Lex and just trying to just process through my past relationships and how I can just be better as a human. And doing things like this podcast have just really helped me be able to express what I really feel to the people that I feel.
I think also, I don't know if you've tried like writing letters that people will never see.
I haven't.
Like literally, dear whoever, since you are an artist and writing is how you get it out anyway, I would say try that. Like literally write it. Don't like just how you journal, exactly just how you journal, but make the journal to someone instead of making it about them or like how what is happening with them is making you feel. Like, to Courtney, this is what I'm feeling right now. We have been doing this, and this, and this is how it's making me feel. And that's just it. Because then once you can at least see your feelings on paper, read back to it and be like, actually this doesn't sound crazy. And if my friend was to say something like this to me, I would definitely be like, all right, let me figure my shit out. Let me figure out how to make this better, or let me figure out how to process through this,
and
or
I
some
wish
shit
I
like
could
that.
say that it was like all like, it's just I can't express when I when I want to shit, because that's really not my confrontation is not my problem. If I have an issue with somebody, I can tell them. If I have a problem with my friend, usually I can tell them. It's just like telling people how much I care for them,
but even
in a way
even
that feels genuine to me and doesn't feel forced. And then I have such good friends that like to say those things already, so they always say them first. So then I'm like, okay, if I say it back, it's like I'm only saying it because you said it to me. I want to just say them too, but then I just be like, I don't have the right timing. Look, I got a lot of issues over here.
It's okay. I'm trying to work I think you should really try the dear whoever and then write it.
I'll report back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that might be a little helpful for you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Lex.
Anytime.
Okay. Well, that was words of affirmation. Quality time. I can't see any misconception about quality time except for like the fact that you can do nothing. You just need to do nothing
together,
actively and intentionally with your partner. So just put down your phone. Literally, I think it's just quality time is not. I've told you it's not my love language. But there's something that like really irks my being when like I'm watching a movie that I wanted my partner to watch with me, or I love watching reality shows, and whenever my partner would just sit and quietly just watch them, or the best part, the one that would make me so horny, is when they chime in, or they'd be like, "Oh wait, what? What's going on with them? Oh, girl, he's crazy," or like they would just comment or something. Oh, that turns me on. But then when they're on their phone while we're watching it, even if it's not something they're interested in, I'm like,
I'll change it.
Yes, I do that. And I hate that I do that, because obviously he doesn't care. It's just like, I don't know. I try to be a people pleaser when I think that people are not entertained enough.
Courtney, I feel like once you get to that that mind frame where it's like, I can feel things and do things and be things, and that be okay, and you don't have to like add an explanation after. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this because like I'm just gonna do this. That's a complete sentence.
That explanation.
Yeah,
shit.
I think once you get there, damn, I'm gonna feel so bad for like everybody.
Yeah,
I just feel like once you get in that mental space, that'll be like really powerful for you.
Yeah, me too, bitch. I'm on my way though.
Yeah,
I think it's like a step-by-step process, and
I think you're doing fantastic.
I'm waking up to my feminine, my divine feminine energy.
Just remember, grain of sand, boulder. Which one? Which one, bitch? Which one?
I'm a boulder.
Thank you.
That's a nice boulder.
Exactly. See, I'm glad you get it. I'm glad you get it.
I'm always right here.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is the biggest misconception. Acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any misconceptions about acts of service?
None that like particularly come to mind, really.
Women that have acts of service as their love language are high maintenance.
Oh, yeah, no.
I just want...
This feels really personal. Are you okay?
I just want somebody to make my life easier.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to, like, I don't want to have to explain why I need this done and why I want it done a certain way. Why
Can you just do it?
Can you just do it? Why does it matter why? And this is really sounding like I'm talking about a partner or anybody. I really am. This is a general thing. Like, this is a general thing. Like, it's work. It's a work thing. It's a my mom thing. It's like an everybody thing. Yeah. Like, yes, I like to have the top of my seat down on my toilet when I flush it always, no matter what, how far away the toilet is from the sink, anything. I like it like that. I don't have to explain why. I like to take showers in the dark. I don't have to explain why. There's just things that I do that are maybe a little strange, but I don't have to explain them. And so if I need you to do something, if I need you to wash the dishes or I need you to like put them up for me, and you said, hey, I'm going to do this real quick for you. And then I say, okay, that's cool. If you're going to do it, can you do it this way? Because this is the way it's always done, and I just need it done this way.
And you do it a different way.
And you do it a different way, then you're not doing what I asked, and you're not completing a
And that's more frustrating than you doing it and trying to do it and just accidentally doing it wrong. Or at least trying to do it, or at least trying to do it the way I told you to, and then it just doesn't work out that way for you. Maybe that's even completely different, but just like blatantly doing it the way you feel like it should be done because that's the way you feel like it should be done is very disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
So, and like, I don't know, I feel like that is still a boundary being set. Like, hey, I'm giving you this and I want you to do this for me this way because that's the way I like to do it. I feel like that is saying like, hey, I want it to be done this way. This is my boundary on this thing. And then you do it a different way. That's just disrespectful.
It really is. It's stressful. Because then I'm like...
Because now I have to go redo it. I have to clean up your mess. And then I have to also do it the way that I wanted to do it to begin with.
And then this is just a tip. This is not me coming for anybody here. I've regrouped. If you are going to do an act of service, if you're going to take on a task, and this goes for, I think I'm really bad at this with my mom, and I'm trying to be better about it. Mm-hmm. Could do the whole task from start to finish. Mm-hmm. So if you say, I want to get you dinner because you're really stressed out from work or you just had a baby, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna buy you dinner. Don't ask me what I want or where to go or where it is or what the number is or the website. Just figure it out, because then at that point I can just do it myself. If I have to find the number for you and I have to find where the restaurant is and send you the address, I can just call them and order it because I know exactly where it is. It'll take me less time to do that. So complete things from start to finish. If you're going to clean the kitchen, clean it all the way. Because if I have to come back in and do something.
Clean the stove, wipe down the counters, like
mop the floor, sweep
wipe
the floor.
The sink out. Like, why did I have to do all of that? I asked you to do it and you only did the one of the other things that fall into the category of that thing.
Yeah, don't do half the work, because that is almost worse
than just not doing it at all.
Because you said you were gonna help me, but then you just decided halfway through that this was too much.
Yeah.
So that's just a tip, though. For these acts of service baddies. If you're an acts of service baddie, raise your hand right now in the car or at home or at work.
Give them a year.
We are a dying breed, but we are.
Yeah, I think it's funny because I do really like to do acts of service for people, and one thing that I feel like that's one thing my partner struggles to receive, because and Courtney has witnessed this, and this is with everyone in my life. I want you to do the least amount of things. The least amount of things. Okay, we're going to the car. We're going to get groceries. I'm the bitch with 40 bags, and then my partner has maybe a bag or 2 bags. The only thing I need you to do is get the door. That's it. That's all I need you to do. And my girlfriend's always like, babe, you never let me do anything. And I'm like, oh no, poor babe, never has to lift a finger. Princess treatment everywhere she goes. Oh no, how terrible of me. And she's like, when you put it like that, you make me sound ungrateful. And I'm like, I don't know what else. I'm like, do you want me to stop doing things? She's like, no, I like it. And I'm like, okay, but
make it make sense.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's wow, thank you. That's how I feel when you do a lot of things in a row. I'm like, This is really great, but also, like, I guess let me try to do some
No,
things.
you
for
have
like,
to let me. You just have to let me do it. That's
yeah,
what that
not, for you. It's not a tit for tat. You don't need
yeah.
to even it out.
Yeah,
like,
because
it's not about that.
because even when I think about like friendships and stuff, like sometimes people will come to me and they'll be like, well, you know, this person has been here for me for this amount of time. They've done this, and this for me, and I always have to point out, like, friendship is not a tit for tat. A relationship is not a tit for tat. Like, none of that. I'm doing this because as a person in your life in this specific role, this is my job description and I just want to do it. So just let me fucking do it. Like, just let me do it. That is what's going to make me feel the best, is if you just let me do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Yeah. I guess maybe that's the way that you receive love. You would want to be received love is for us to let you do things.
Yeah. I just like to do things for you guys.
Okay. Well, we appreciate
I would
it.
pull your car in the snow if I had to.
No one's asking.
Just now.
I
I know. I'm just letting you know. But you would just
What
have
the
to let me do
length
it.
is.
Yeah, you just have to let me do it.
Let her do it. Okay. Before we get out of here, I wanted to ask, or we kind of already talked about it, honestly, because I just have been going on tangents.
That's okay. I like it.
Why is it important to love your partner in their love language instead of yours? And I'll let you answer it.
Because just because you like purple doesn't mean your partner is gonna like purple. And so if they like green stuff, you're not gonna still get them purple stuff because that's what you like. You're gonna get them something in the color and the style that they like. And that is the same thing that goes for like love languages and things like that. You can't continuously affirm someone that doesn't need or want to be affirmed. If that is not how they if that's not how they receive your love, then if that's not how they receive love, that's just not gonna compute. And I also feel like that is a big reason why parents and children have such a huge disconnect, because like parents don't feel like they have to love the child in their actual love language, or at least that's how I felt. So let me know if I'm projecting.
Absolutely.
But you know, it's like you're loving me in gifts, and I just want you to tell me I'm doing a good job, and I want you to tell me that you love me, and I just want to hang out with you as my parent. That's all I want, and you're not giving me any of that. So of course I don't feel loved by you. Of course I don't feel like you care about me. Of course I feel like, you know, you just think that you could go buy me something and now I'm fine. Like, of course it feels that way, because you're consistently loving me in the way you either think I need to be loved, or you're loving me in the way that you receive love, and that is just not gonna fly. I always break it down to like simple things. Like, you're not gonna buy someone if someone says I hate green and you're gonna go buy them a green shirt, bro, what kind of sense does that make?
I really like when you break things down like
it makes it easier to understand.
It's hard though. It can be really hard to learn things learn or unlearn things, you know, especially when it comes to being in a relationship or trying to maintain friendships, so many different friendships. It's just really adapting, and it's about like deciding on whether that person is like, whether you care enough about that person to adapt to what they need. And you would hope so. Like, you really hope so.
I think for people that you care about, it is really, really easy to like just switch some shit up. At least for me. Like,
wow.
Like, switch some shit up, as in I'm telling you, like, hey, like, as in you're not loving me in a way that makes me feel loved, and like I'm gonna communicate that with you. And so if one of my friends was like, hey, you know, I know you really like to hang out, and I know you really like to do this, I know you like to do things for me, but I genuinely just like want to, like, I don't know, maybe could you get me a thing, or, you know, just shoot me a text telling me I'm doing good or something like that, you know, just basically saying like, I know this is how you want to love me, but this is not how I'm receiving it. And if one of my friends were to tell me that, I would just have to switch that up for them.
Right. And like, that is great in theory, because like I agree. Like, why wouldn't I follow instructions, you know? But love is such a passive thing when you do it every day, right?
True.
So like, it is a passive thing to incorporate like loving somebody in their love language that you're not used to. So if my mom didn't tell me, and I'm just using my example because this is what I go through, but like, if my parents didn't like say specific words of affirmations, if I didn't feel safe or comfortable, which is not the case, I'm just crazy. safe or comfortable expressing myself through words to people every day up until the day my partner was like, hey, I need to know my love. I need to know your love by you telling me you love me.
Yeah.
Why would the next day I'm expected to just do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm saying it's a conscious effort, and that's hard, and that you're going to make mistakes and everything. It's not like, as much as we can break it down, it's also like it's just unlearning all these habits and bad behaviors.
Yeah, definitely don't think it's easy, but I'm just saying it's still possible.
Oh, absolutely,
totally possible.
But it is work.
Yeah,
and you're gonna fail.
You have to really
fall short. And
you have to really think. It's something that you have to constantly be thinking about.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
When you're with these specific people, because like you know, people that you've known for like forever, you know exactly how they want to be loved. And I will say, like, being in a relationship, especially like one with healthy communication and everything, it just really makes you realize, like, you be real traumatized. Like, a lot of us have a lot of real and very deep, like, trauma responses that you just think are so normal because that's just what you do every day.
And then you're normal.
Yeah, and then you get someone in your life, partner, friend, whatever it is, you know, you get someone in your life that is like, wait a second. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, and then that makes you as the individual, like, figure out, like, damn, maybe I don't like receiving love this way. Maybe I don't actually love this way because that is how I want to love people. Maybe that is just a response of like past trauma and things. So there's a lot to unpack. So, you know, unless you're really trying to work on yourself without a partner, but having someone close to you and in your face and having to be so close with emotionally like that, it is definitely gonna open some cans of worms, and you just have to be ready for it, because it's gonna happen either way. No matter how put together you feel like you are mentally, there's always going to be something that you're going to have to work on for someone in your life, if not even yourself. So
you just got to find that person worth fighting for.
Yeah.
And if you need to take a break, okay, sometimes it's good to just take a step away.
Yeah. Space is healthy, okay?
Very healthy.
Space is healthy. Even whenever me and my partner do get back into being in our usual routine, we have already said, I'm gonna see you 2 days a week, bitch. Outside of that, send me a voice memo, send me a video. You could call me if you really want to, but both of us know that we need to both be working on our own things, and we can't do that if we're always up under each other.
Yeah, definitely. I have a friend that's I consider very stable.
Yeah. And
like they've been in a relationship for like almost 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I live with them now. I live with my friend now. And so I see this. They see each other like once a week, and it's always on the weekends. Like, so if she's home on Friday, she's usually gone on Saturday. And if she's home on Saturday, she'll usually be gone on Friday. So the fact that like they see each other once a week, but I see them talk on the phone in the evening for a little bit, checking in, they joke and they kid, and it's really cute. And like, I'm not used to like such a like, just like a very like chill, like very like mature, just not all encompassing. And that I applaud them, and like I'm just in awe of them all the time, because what the fuck? Like, it's just so easy. And so I really appreciate that space that they give each other. Not like it's my relationship, but I'm like, that is something I really want to make sure I like try to set as a automatic in my next moving forward in my relationships. Like, set those boundaries in the beginning so that you can just really like set the framework for a just very smooth relationship.
One thing I've been trying to also consider is like, at the base of my relationship, me and my partner are still friends. So just how I need breaks from seeing my friends all the time and doing stuff with people all the time, it would only make sense that I also need space and time away from my partner. I'm still an individual. I still like quality time with myself. I still like to affirm myself. Okay. I still like to do acts of service for myself.
Keep it going, bitch.
So like, how am I gonna do all the love languages for me and for another person if I'm only focused on the other person? I'm my best friend. Always, like, before anyone else, because she knows me the best. Like, she just does. And so one mental thing I do is definitely, like, if shit is going crazy, I'm like, why would you say that to my friend like that? Like, why are you talking to my friend so crazy? You're doing a lot. Like,
Whoa.
you gotta backtrack. And, like, sometimes I get caught up in it, but other times I'm like, first of all, I will knock myself out if you don't shut the fuck up. Like, this is, you're talking about my friend.
Yeah.
You gotta calm down.
Yeah.
So
that's a great way to look at it, to love yourself a little bit more, because I know we be loving on our friends, but
do you be loving on yourself?
Yeah, do we love on ourselves?
Yeah, gotta do that.
Well, any last words, Lex?
No. Love people.
Okay.
Those are my last words. Yeah.
Well, you guys, we are wrapping it up today with another episode of The Pleasure Is All Yours. Thanks for tuning in whenever you listen to this motherfucking podcast. Maybe it's Monday, maybe it's Wednesday, maybe it's Thursday, maybe it's Saturday. I don't know, bitch, but tune in. Thank you guys for watching another episode. Follow us on our Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube if you are watching us on video. We do have video now. We always look so cute together. So,
always looking very, very hot.
Yeah, as usual. Love you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.